Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today I'm going to share with you my May design team project for creating with Jovi. And I chose for this project to use her Mermaid Island digital kit. All that will be linked below in her. It's in her Etsy shop. It'll be linked below in the description of this video. And so I've made something a little different because normally we make journals and they open up like a book. But these images were pretty great and I hated to fold them, as a page. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I decided to, instead of having it portrait, I decided to make a landscape style journal. So let's dive in. All right. No pun intended. Maybe pun was intended. I'm not sure. All right. I'm just going to slide this off. This is just twine or jute. So this is scrapbook paper that I made the cover out of. It was a pack that I got, I'm pretty sure Hobby Lobby. It does have silver foiling. So if you're not into that, well, I like it at times. So, and it really fit the colors of this journal. So this was one of her pages that she had. And I thought this little mermaid would be perfect on the cover of my journal. And you'll see lots of aquas, blues, and purples in here. Maybe a little bit of green as well. All right, I used a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I used sort of an aqua color floss. I use embroidery floss to stitch mine. All right, so let's dive in. I did round the corners on pretty much everything. If you see something not rounded, I'll be surprised. And so this scrapbook paper, what I did was I took another piece of scrapbook paper and covered, glued on the inside, but I did cut it so it would make it easier to bend, make the hinge or the binding, the spine, make it also less thick because this is pretty thick cardstock scrapbook paper. So for the inside, I just chose another page from that same paper pad that had kind of a watery image. And I picked this up in a set of mermaid stuff. I'm pretty sure it was Hobby Lobby years ago when my girls were little. This little set has mermaids, and I've made other mermaid journals, so you can go back and look at some of those things. But this is the only one I used in this journal, and that silver foiling, went great with the paper. So in here, you'll see some scrapbook paper, notebook paper, ledger paper, and I'll try to mention those things. But here was another one of her journal pages, and I just didn't want to fold it in the middle like that, and then you don't get to see her whole image. And so I really did ponder over how am I going to get these images and keep them like this and yet still make a journal, with pages and everything. And it just dawned on me to make it this landscape orientation. So I hope you enjoy it. This is a piece of scrapbook paper. And on the back of that, I used some of her digitals to make a pocket, like that little beachy scene. This is scrapbook paper with the mermaid scales with one of her digitals. I didn't realize I need to add a little ribbon to that. No, I'm thinking I don't think I added any ribbon. Maybe we'll do that at the end. All right, here's some ledger paper. Don't hold that against me. This is just some, if you've been here before, then you know I like to go to Daiso. And Daiso has these little pads of paper. This is called Milky Color paper. Lots of pretty colors in there. And I just chose two. I chose this kind of an aqua color. This is one of her digitals. All right, this piece of notebook paper. This is Creative Memories from back in the day. It was one of their very first sets of like paper ribbon. And and I've used that previously, but I like it's very tropical. On the back, I had this tiny little digital. I was trying to figure out where to go, and this page needed a little something. We've got mermaids enjoying their underwater friends. This is scrapbook paper. And on the back of that, this is another digital I turned into a pocket. This is scrapbook paper. It's one of her digitals. I just glued it with a ticket, and I was just going through some stuff, and thought I would just add that little piece in there. This is a piece from a planner. Scrapbook paper. That's actually from Joann's. It's the like animal. It's a big thick pad, animal prints, but it has this little purple paper in there. There's that ribbon, paper ribbon, and then there was that image from her kit, and then I had a little receipt in here. There's a purple paper from this pad. Scrapbook paper on the back of that. I have another one of her images. And some ledger paper. And on the ledger paper, I put a little piece of scrapbook paper. Took another piece of that scrapbook paper. This one had like shells in the background. Glued a digital, made a tag. Had a little piece of ribbon floating around, so I glued it there. This is a page from Peter Pan. It's from the chapter called The Mermaid's Lagoon. Another one of her images here. And this is the center. Put a doily in there. Got a little mermaid down here sitting in the seaweed. Isn't she cute? It's the other piece of the page, and then got that little digital. She is pondering her day, pondering her day. It's a digital there. This is the back of the receipt. And treasure chest there. And I thought that color went well with that green in that receipt. Mermaid vibes. And on the other side of that planner paper, she had, and you'll see it when I turn, I guess you could have cut these little shells out, but I treated it like it was washi tape. And I broke it in little pieces. I was just covering up where it said February 2023. And then right here it said Valentine's Day. This one could have been folded pretty easily, but I really liked the colors with the purple, across the way here. There's no little piece of that. I'm going to just call it kind of a faux washi. Be a mermaid, make waves. All right, I made a little mini book. That's a little belly band with some scrapbook paper. So these are the pages that, journal pages that I thought really, went with the whole like folding it in the middle, making it portrait style. So I made a little mini book. So there were two of those that I glued back to back, and I just filled with some little random scraps that I had, and I did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and everything. So a little mini notebook in here. And I really wanted it to fit that way, but when I tried it earlier, it was just too tight. Yeah, so I had to sneak it in that way. All right, there she is swimming with her friends again, and I thought these two graphics were great at the end, because she's at the end of the day with the sun setting, and then down here, mermaid tail, the end. But that's my quick little journal. I actually think I'm gonna take this to school and put it in my prize jar. School is coming to an end. We have a week and a half left, and I have some students with prize points that need to be spent, and I have some little girls in my classroom that really, I shouldn't say little girls. I have some girls in my classroom. I teach 4th graders, and they enjoy paper things. You know, they like the snacks as treats and prizes, but they also really love um, stickers. And you know, I put one of these little pads of papers out there that would have been snatched up real quick. So they adore those things. And I love that about them. I love that they don't always go and grab, you know, snacky snacks. All right, you guys. So head over to Etsy and grab Mermaid Island from Jovi's shop, Creating with Jovi. And like I said, I'll have all that linked below. And have you made a journal in the landscape form rather than in portrait? I'd be interested to know. Let me know. And go check out Jovi. Right now, she's on a trip to Italy, but she'll be back soon. And I look forward to her seeing this video. All right, you guys. I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.